What is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be talking about the Eagles and why I believe they have the best chance in the NFC East and in the NFC to win their division and to go to the Super Bowl and win the NFC. Without further ado, please like, please subscribe. We're on the road to 500 subscribers, and without further ado, let's get on with the video. So, yes, the Eagles last year, they were the 5th seed in the NFC and basically had probably one of the biggest meltdowns I've seen in a while. They started the season 10-1, and then yeah, they went one. I think they went 1-6 in the last 8 games of the season, and yeah, I mean the last 7 games they went like what 1-6. So yeah, they had one of the biggest meltdowns I've seen in a while, and that has large to do with the coaching, large to do with the offense, and also the defense. I think the secondary was probably one of the worst in the league last year. So I think I really like what they did this offseason, especially in the draft. In the draft, they got Quinion Mitchell from Toledo, one of the best, in my opinion, the best corner in the league. In the draft, you can argue Terry and Arnold, but I think getting Quinion Mitchell at number 22 pick, not having to trade up to get a really good corner, was a steal for the Eagles. And then I think getting Cooper DeJean in the second round, I thought Cooper DeJean might be a first rounder or even like a high second rounder, but the fact that you got him in 40 overall pick was just nuts. He's a really, really good D-back from Iowa. That's probably going to really help the secondary and the defense as a whole. And then I think their second round pick, which they also traded, they traded to Washington for the number 50 overall pick from New Orleans. I feel like also another thing I really liked what they did in the draft was get fix the outside linebacker. They got Jalen Hunt from Houston Christian School. I don't know what school that is, but I heard he's a really good addition to the defense. So I feel like they mustered up their defense really, really well. And then I like what they did in the free agency, getting Saquon Barkley. I think he's going to definitely help the running game. I think he's a big upgrade from DeAndre Swift last year. And with that really, really good O-line that the not Pittsburgh Steelers, the Philadelphia Eagles have, I think they could be really, really good. And the run game is going to be really, really good with Jalen Hurts. And now you got Saquon Barkley, in my opinion, a top 3 running back in the league. Yeah, that's going to be really, really scary. And now another thing is, they're in the NFC East. The NFC East this year, I mean, outside of Dallas, who else do they have to like compete for? And again, Dallas won the division last year. The Eagles won the year before. So every year, there's always a different division winner. I don't think the Giants or the Commanders are going to, get that pick, get that title this year. I don't think they're going to be competing for the title. So it's definitely between the Eagles and the Cowboys. And history has said it. The last 20 years, there's always been a different division leader, division winner. The Cowboys, I feel like, got a lot worse this offseason. They didn't really do anything this offseason. So I think the Eagles got a lot better, and they have put themselves in a better position to win the division this year. Now, I think this is all about Jalen Hurts, too. I think Jalen Hurts needs to play better. He needs to play like he did in 2022. I think this year he took a little hit with his passing game, his running game, too. I think this was an off year for him, but I definitely can see Jalen Hurts playing really well and competing for an MVP next season with the weapons they have. I like how they kept Devontae Smith, and they also kept AJ Brown. They paid them a bag for both of them, but they had them locked up for many years, long-term deals for them. So this Eagles offense will be scary. I think they have probably one of the best wide receiving cores in the league and wide receiver duos in Devonta Smith and AJ Brown. And Dallas Goedert's a solid tight end. And again, they have the push tush. I know Jason Kelsey is gone, but again, that offensive line is so good. Whereas whoever you plug and chug in that offensive line to be the center, they'll play really well. And Jalen Hurts will consistently get those 4th and 1s. You just don't want to put the Eagles in a 4th-and-1 scenario. But yeah. So that's what I'm going to do. Wrap it up for the video. I think the Eagles will be scary. I just don't know if there's a team in the NFC other than the Niners that can maybe stop them. Maybe the Bears. I mean, we'll see. I mean, the Lions probably. The Packers maybe. Like, I think the NFC North is definitely the best division in the NFC next year. But I think the NFC East is probably the easiest division for the Eagles to dominate and win the division as a whole.